Let's head over straight to the Philippines to learn something new. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to another reaction video by your African queen on the space. I react to top-notch musical videos, random videos, trending videos. I'm very sure you all are going to love. You want to stick around by hitting on that subscribe button to be part of this family. And if you love what I do on the space, you may want to hit on that love dollar sign to support me, and you can as well buy me a coffee. Today, we are going to be reacting to the Philippines English, which is called Taglish. Filipinos, their common language is Tagalog, and they also speak English. So at times they can merge the two together, what is called Taglish. And we are here to get educated. I'm going to watch this video while I react to it. And at the same time, we all are going to get educated by the way the Philippines communicate. Let's watch while I react.
Welcome back to another episode of Communicate with Nate.
I just said that.
It's so great to have you back again. I had a lot of people comment on my last video about Philippine English, and a lot of people mentioned something called Taglish, or in American English, Taglish. That's what we're going to talk about today. What is Taglish, you ask? Well, it's a blend of Tagalog and English. Two languages that are widely spoken in the Philippines. Taglish is a...
Hold on, guys. Tagalog, mind you, Tagalog is not the only language spoken in the Philippines, because I have some Filipino friends and they said they have several languages, but Tagalog is like the general language. I think Tagalog is the first language. Correct me if I am wrong. Why they have various languages, okay?
Form of what's called in linguistics code switching, which means switching between two different languages, even just during the same conversation, sometimes in the same sentence. In this video, I'm going to explain why and how Filipinos use Taglish in their daily lives. So sit back and relax and enjoy this little journey about the fascinating world of Taglish.
Magandang gabi po. We're so honored to be here. I hope you're honored too. We're here to honor you.
Guys, most of my Filipino friends, they do this. Like, they are speaking with you in English, and the next thing, they switch it up to Tagalog, and they'll tell you, oh, sorry, I forgot, I thought you understand Tagalog. You get most of them. If you've sat with Filipinos, within the first 30 minutes, expect this from them, honestly. Just expect it.
First, you might ask, why? Why would anyone mix two languages? You might ask, especially in cultures where they only speak one language. Well, there are many reasons for that. One of them is historical. I mean, the Philippines has a history of being colonized for about 333 years by the Spanish.
Wow.
And then later, from 1898 until the mid-19th century, the Philippines was under American control. So the Philippines have been influenced by the Spanish, the Americans, and then many words in the Philippine languages.
Yeah, guys, that's why I see most Philippines, some of them, you see them, they have the American name, while some, they have the Spanish name. I think it's becoming very clear to me now that they were first colonized by the Spanish. I thought they were only colonized by the Americans, but I'm beginning to learn. You see why these videos are good? I'm beginning to learn from it.
Such as in Tagalog, you have many words from Spanish in those languages, such as mesa, silla, cuarto. Also, many Filipino names are Spanish. You see Juan, Maria. Starting in the 1900s, American English actually became the language of education for the people. Government, and it became a lingua franca, which means a language that can be used among different ethnic groups.
Wow.
There are over 170 languages in the Philippines, so English acted as a bridge to be able to allow people from different ethnicities to communicate with each other back in those days. Before that, it was Spanish. Before that, it appears to have possibly been Malay, which was used as a lingua franca in that whole Southeast Asia region. Another reason why Filipinos often use Taglish is because of very practical reasons. They have been educated in English, but the language of the heart is often the home language.
True.
but English is often the language that is used in school. And so when they're talking about a scientific subject, they might want to use a lot of English. Sometimes there are concepts or words that are easier to express in either English or Tagalog. If you want to express your emotions or feelings, a Tagalog speaker would often want to say it in Tagalog.
Posporo ka ba?
Bakit?
Kasi match tayo.
Guys, you know, there are some things that in English you cannot really express it that much. And even when you say it, the person might not really get into the emotions that much. But when you say it in your language and that person understands, I think it sinks more deeper. English to me is just a borrowed language. Yeah. English is a borrowed language. It's the whites' language. We are being colonized with English. Like, for example, in my country, we are colonized with English. But there are some words that when you say it in your language, it hits much more deeper than using English. That's what I think.
I'm saying Tagalog, but Taglish is not the only mixed language with English in the Philippines. This is also done with Bisaya, like Bislish. Every other language in the Philippines also has a variation where it's highly mixed with English. Every major language in the Philippines appears to have a register which is highly mixed with English, something like Taglish, but with other languages as well. Important note. So by switching between the two languages, in short, it allows people to switch between different parts of their brain where they've stored different information. It's also a social thing. Taglish can show your identity, your personality, can show your mood even. If you want to sound more educated or sophisticated, sometimes people want to use more English in their speech. Even though I think it sounds totally awesome as well and educated when I hear people using like the deep words. Cebuano, you know, like I like those. Anyway, going back, if you want to sound more casual or friendly, you would probably speak the local variety of your language without as much English. Taglish and other languages that mix with English, they can also be used to show humor or sarcasm or irony. So for example, if someone's mocking someone or something, they might use a funny combination of English and Tagalog words. Now that we know why Filipinos use Taglish, let's take a look at a few examples of how it's actually used. Here's some examples of inserting English into Tagalog sentences. Kumusta ka na? How are you? I'm okay lang naman.
They do that a lot.
I'm okay only. Ano ang ginagawa mo? I'm watching Netflix lang. Another way they can be mixed is by using two different sentences, alternating between the two languages. For example, ang ganda ng movie na yan. Yeah, I agree. Sobrang nakakaiyak. Yeah, I agree. It's very tear-jerking. Hindi ko pa napapanood yan. You should watch it now. It's really good. A third way is by combining the two languages together and making new words or phrases. For example, nosebleed. This is to be used when something was not understood. Bongga. Ang bongga ng outfit mo. Your outfit is bongga. So there you have it, guys, a brief introduction to Taglish. I hope you learned something new and enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe.
Guys, I really learned a lot, because what it's actually saying is what I'm actually experiencing with my Filipino friends, Filipino colleagues. At times when you're talking to them, they just forget, they switch it up to Tagalog, and the next thing they are back against English. And I'm asking, like, how are you guys doing this? And now I understand that it's just in their brain, it's just in their brain. Yes, I learned from it. And one of the important things I learned is they were also colonized by Spanish years back. Which is because I've been wondering why are some bearing the American name and some you see them with the Spanish type of name, and I'm wondering. But today I've really cleared my doubts. If you love videos like this, kindly recommend them down to me in the comment section. I'll be willing to do that for you. Or like this video, share with whoever cares to listen. If you're new to this space, do not leave without subscribing. Subscribe on your way out. And all my returning subscribers, thank you all for always coming back to check me up. See you all in the next one. Bye.